high school soccer here on the Westerly Sports Network. The Cranston Thunderbolts here taking on the Westerly Bulldogs. Jim Yeen on play-by-play, followed by John Carrera, analyst. And John, last game we were here, it was a tough loss against Tiverton.
Unfortunate, Tim. Happened in the last couple of minutes, too. That Tiverton player just rushed in, got that goal, and we were not able to recover due to limited time.
So that loss, the Bolts fall to 1-1-1. They try to get themselves back into the win column today, back above whatever, a little above 500. We've got Strawberries and Smithfield.
And again, this team has experience. A lot of seniors on this team, a lot of juniors and sophomores and freshmen. It's a really balanced team for all the age groups here.
Yeah, I mean, really. And, seems to be a talented squad. The question is injuries. We saw a lot of those in the Tiverton matchup, and you said hydration was a big factor. How do you think they're going to try and commit to that throughout the week?
They've probably been drinking water, knowing my volleyball coach, whenever one of us would get a cramp or would be hurting in practice, the next day he would force us to drink water and eat bananas. So, judging if coaches are similar, I'm guessing that their coach definitely made them drink a bunch of water.
We're almost ready here for high school boys soccer here on the Family Sports Network. You got Tim Mean on play-by-play, John Carrera, analyst, Alan Shen, the camera for now, your crew today.
Cranston East already on the field. Ready. Westerly going to their position.
Oh, yeah. About to get things started here in Cranston Stadium. First half of action begins now. Begins with East possession over to Brendan Nadareno, trying to go force a deep pass, instead taken away, but Mariscal, Fabricio, clear that up. Goalie for Cranston is Christian Gomez. Third game as a starter. Not exactly quite sure who the goalkeeper is for Westerly, although we do believe it is the junior Chase Wycall. Of course, the most highly graded in terms of great experience.
Westerly already putting on the pressure for Cranston East.
Already deep inside. Could be a potential tough first challenge if they're down early. Horace brings it back. Vinyl finds the outlet. Deep kick. Taken it back by Westerly.
Tim, do you know who I noticed on the field?
Yeah, who do you notice?
That's Braden Shaw.
Yeah, Braden
Senior
Shaw.
captain that hasn't been playing the last couple games.
Yeah, Shaw finally active for his first match of the season. We'll see how he affects the team's play as the captain chases down the ball. On chase with him, Joshua Ferrando of Westerly. They brought their own bus there, too.
Wow. It's all designed and everything, Tim.
Yeah. Cameraman was originally supposed to be Mustafa Ndoye, but I think he's eating something right now. Yes. Did the same thing versus the girls of Coventry, versus the girls volleyball match versus Coventry. That one heads out of bounds. And now chase down. It's Curtis Horace, 2-on-1 try. Behind the defenders, trying to chance for a goal, but that one sailing wide to the left.
You know, Curtis couldn't find a good opening there. Sure, he was alone, but those two defenders got on him real quick. Just not giving him a chance to get that free goal.
Huge difference today in the broadcasting style. We're actually recording, or at least broadcasting inside.
Yeah, it's quite chilly today, Tim.
Yeah. And of course, Mr. Charlie Adams wasn't a fan of hanging out with the public, so had to make sure everything worked by Saturday. Football versus Central at 3 o'clock.
Yep, Tim. We're hoping to change our record from last season.
Yeah. To one actual win. Westerly in control of the ball. On it, Nicholas Suter. East will take it back. Taken back in, Max Kaleko.
What I noticed, Tim, is that Westerly plays much more of a passing game compared to East, which they do a much more better job at dribbling.
Yeah, we'll see who has the better game plan today. As, Tiverton and Cranston East was more of a defensive battle rather than an offensive one.
Tim, they say defense wins you games. Soccer seems to be one of those sports that truly does show.
That ball will go out of bounds. Yeah, no goals scored until, like we've mentioned in the recap in the beginning, until the last 2 minutes, as Gomez recovers it quickly for the first save. And he'll punt it away, deep away. And that's going to be recovered by the opposite goalkeeper, Wycall. High try. Taken away by Mariscal. Mariscal trying to clear it out. He does. Gets it to midfield. And there's Toffa. Welcome Toffa to the camera booth. Hopefully he can still hear us as we slander him to pieces. Dawson by Westerly. High kick by, looks like Darius Vongacone in the game now. Thought he was out, but just wore a hoodie.
Westerly being very physical there against Curtis Horace. Curtis trying to get possession right there, but that Westerly player just jumps on top of him. Pennell just jumping up there.
Kicking it away will be Lucas Pennell, junior defender. It's a pass up top. Pass on over to Kaleko.
To Smith.
Brady Smith trying to maneuver around. Mariscal on guard on defense. And taken away, Nadareno. And that ball will head past the net and out of bounds in the feet of Westerly. Going to prepare to kick it. Westerly. Header from the Bulldogs. Horace maintains. But Westerly gets in front of it. Pass to Suter. Suter to the sideline. Tried to get it to Pennell again.
Morales with the throw-in.
Morales to Mariscal. Recovered by Nadareno. Back to Morales. Morales double team trying to maintain control, but he loses it to number 24, Joshua Ferrando.
Tim, this Westerly team seems very aggressive with their play style.
Marchione, a deep pass. Received back by East Leon. While play at midfield, Westerly a deep kick. And that one will go out of bounds. Quick tossing by Leon. High and in bounds.
Westerly playing a fast-paced, physical, and aggressive. And Cranston, he's trying to match that energy too.
High kick. Oh, beauty. Might have
And
been
it's
good.
short.
Oh, real. Oh, yeah, it looks kind of short. Uh, would have been good there if he was just a couple yards closer.
Yeah, closer
Bulldogs
than our football
played
team will ever be.
Cranston East in football last season. Didn't go too well for the Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
Gomez picks it up in time. Eight and a half minutes passed by. Header received. And out of bounds. Lob trying to get it to Leon.
a lot of call-outs here, Tim. Great.
Oh, Morales trying to come up with a stop right there. Just can't catch up to it in time to try and create an offensive opportunity.
Yeah. Some great communication for both sides.
And here comes Evan Morel, Junior Joaquin Hernandez. Trying to move up to the booth. Westerly going to kick it from the 43. Andrew Albamonte.
They take control real deep, but quickly robbed.
Trying to push away. Marascal Morales. Hugging the sideline. Pass to Horace deep. Morales trying to chase it down. He does. Kick towards the middle. And secured in the hands of Wycall.
Tim, we really haven't seen a more experienced goalie other than Gomez in a while.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing what experience can do for a team.
Yeah, especially taking into account those off-season training, playing for different other clubs. I know it's pretty popular here in Rhode Island and across the nation, being part of a soccer club.
Yeah. Soccer club's very important for development.
Yeah.
Just like any AAU or club in general for any other sport. Just helps you develop in the off season.
Shaw trying to pass it over to Vognicone. He does. Deep pass over to Horace. Can he chase it down in time? No. Pass over to Thomas O'Keefe. O'Keefe trying to get in one. And saved by Christian Gomez once again. Direct shot all the way towards him. All he had to do was put his hands up in front of it. Header by Westerly. Ball landing near Curtis Horace at the sideline. Trying to pass to the middle, trips up. Nadareno recovers it. Back to Horace, trying to fire one in, no. And deep. Easy save for Wycall on the try. Sophia Vibble, the junior. Successfully clears it out.
Soccer Dad just barely misses the ball.
Toss in by Pennell. Toss in. Pennell. And out of bounds. Last touch by Suter. junior forward. Brandon Nadareno. Tossing it in deep. And out. Try to toss over to Morales. Under 26 and a half to go. Pennell. Here's Pennell again. Trying to move past by Nadareno. Pass Morales with a pass. Morales gets it back though. Pass. Middle. Westerly takes it back. Sliding kick try by Mariscal, and that's going to give Westerly back. Deep kick. Heads towards the left sideline.
Westerly seeming to have trouble with Cranston East. Great defense here.
Here's a toss in by Shaw. Gets it to midfield. High kick and will head towards the bleachers. Another ball tossed in quick. With Pennell again. And that'll set up a corner try for Cranston East. Now Nadareno trying to set up the first potential score for Cranston East. Using the right foot. Good try, got over the middle, but couldn't get it. Leon tried to head up to it, sliding, trying to go for the kick.
A little too high for the offense to work with that, Tim.
And now Westerly trying to take advantage of it, trying to go quickly. Deep kick. Gomez trying to chase it down.
Nicholas Soder just seemed to give up once he saw that the ball was going right towards Gomez. Saving his energy, seems like.
Deep kick. And gets past! Mishandled look by the goalkeeper sets up the first goal for Cranston East. And they're up 1-0. Deep
Brandon
try and
Nadareno.
Wycall moves the wrong way. And Bolts score their first goal since their match at Smithfield just a while ago. Had no goal against Tiverton. And they get one here.
You know, you often don't see a midfielder get a goal like that. It's surprising to see.
And Brennan Nadareno accredited with the goal right there. Oh. And Westerly trying to respond here. Or at least try and get it out of their own territory first. Nearly taken away by Cranston East. At the middle. O'Keefe. Traversing towards the sideline. Guarded by Nadareno, who had to go earlier. And going to try and boot another one deep. Attempt by Smith. Brady Smith, the senior. Unsuccessful off to the left.
He thought he was Brandon Nadareno, but doesn't work like that.
Yeah, you are Nadareno.
Yeah. That was a great joke, Tim.
Thank you, John. You're still not getting promotion.
Ah. Let's talk about that goal, Tim. Nadareno just finding that open gap and just deciding, although I'm far away, I'm just going to kick it. What are your
Yes,
thoughts
and
on that?
in the words of statistician Evan Morelli, just booted that one straight up. Maybe Morales tries one, but that will get cleared away by Westerly. Pendle stopping the advance and getting it back in the process. Morales on the header to Nadareno. O'Keefe. Nell. Back over to Smith. Trying to recollect their positioning. Leon making it hard though. And Elijah Mano. High kick. Yeah, that one just a moon ball right there.
Hitting a sky ball right there. Confusing both his teammates and Westerly.
And out of bounds.
Braden Shaw with the kick in. Throw in now.
Braden Shaw on the throw in. On the ref's whistle, they'll get it. Shaw tossing it in. Trying to get to Leon, but Samus Rivera trying to chase it down. He can't do it in time for Pennell to clear it out once again.
However, he is getting yards and getting closer to the net before Cranston needs to make another play.
A little bit of a score change. Good clear out by Pennell. Now they're trying to advance the other way, trying to get it past Shaw. Pass on over Robert Wade. Now Nicholas Suter trying to pass it over to the middle to a wide open man. Gomez ready to guard it. Might not be needed as they move it the wrong way. Now moving it the right way. Mariscal trying to take it back for Cranston East.
Great dribbling for number 10 on Westerly.
That's Thomas Luca. And taking contact by Christian Gomez. Gets a nice save right there. And gets a nice pat back from the referee.
Thomas Luca just rushing in there.
And Gomez responds by firing a bomb. And out of bounds. Halfway in, 2 minutes past the first half. You're watching High School Boys Soccer on the Fans Only Sports Network. Presented by the Thunderbolt Sports Media crew.
You wanna know what I noticed, Tim?
What is that?
Eric Rube has not appeared to one of our games.
Maybe he will this Saturday, and maybe a Super Senior will this Saturday if he stops trying to do weird stuff to us.
Yes.
Nice sign of embrace.
I heard it is his birthday soon, that super senior.
Ooh, interesting. Now you be even more of one.
But Westerly getting control of the ball again.
You know whose birthday it is today? It
Uh,
is Elisa Yee's birthday, my sister. Happy
Wow.
birthday to her.
Happy birthday to your sister, Tim.
Thanks. I'll make sure she knows. Oh, sliding kick by Nadareno, unsuccessful though, as Westerly kicked it back, trying to get it deep. Now, Thunderbolt's inside Cranston, Westerly territory. Fumbling my words there for a second.
Talking about Cranston West City Cup, Tim.
Yeah, City Cup in October.
You
You
think
know.
Cranston East will be able to take it back?
Hopefully, but plays like that might not help so much. As Curtis Forrest try to do something flashy right there. Shaw deep. Safely recovered by the goalkeeper. Here is Smith. Brady Smith is chased down by 21.
There were some major players losses for Cranston West team, which will help us.
Yeah,
in
Elijah
winning this.
Ndoye.
Elijah Ndoye,
Good.
Diego Alvarez.
Yeah.
Great players for Cranston West.
And
that
hey,
are
speaking
gone.
of Elijah Ndoye, older brother of Toffa Ndoye.
Who's currently working on camera.
I think it was his brother's request. If our cameraman can confirm that, as I put one out.
As he zooms in real close. Toffa Ndoye is infamous for his shaky camera quality.
Yeah, let's see if he can repeat it tonight. Hopefully not. Maybe Rivera can try a pass. Ooh. Both still up 1-0. Mr. Lestrange has entered the building.
What does he teach, Tim?
I think he teaches math, I believe. He also coached the student side of the students versus teachers basketball game last season. That was fun, albeit it would have been more fun if the students actually won.
I mean, Tim, we were at a disadvantage. We had Caden Holtzman.
Do you not believe in the Boltzmann?
Caden Boltzmann fouled like 4 times, missed like 3 rebounds, and did not hit a single shot.
Yeah, maybe this half we'll talk about student versus teachers. If that happens again, Gomez will pick it up. Yeah, I guess that'll be the halftime show. If Charlie Adams wants to come on and talk for a bit, maybe we can talk about that and the podcast.
I heard fantasy football is a great talk.
Yeah. We can hear you, Ben. Under 14 minutes to go. As the sun sets here in Cranston. A beautiful sunset, picture worthy, postable on Instagram or NBC 10.
Nice and pink today.
Everything.
Where is CHSE photography? I don't see him here today.
Yeah, I wonder. Where is Mr. Burstein at? Would be a more important question.
Most likely at Narragansett Bay, currently taking pictures of this beautiful sunset.
Ooh. Quick kick out by the goalkeeper. Westerly. Uh, Smith, pass, middle, good chance. O'Keefe, Tom O'Keefe, double team. Mariscal on defense. High kick.
Christian
And then
Gomez saves it.
another recovery by the senior goalkeeper.
Playing a major role in the success of the soccer team this season. If it wasn't for him, we'd be losing 3 games by now.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's only been one.
People bringing out the blankets today, Tim. It's that season now.
Yep, fall season. Not, I mean, low key. I think it's one of the better seasons out there. Actually, there are only 4 seasons, so I think, me personally, unpopular opinion, but I'm thinking about it right now. I think it's the number one season out of all the seasons.
Aesthetic wise,
Yeah,
food
aesthetic
wise,
wise,
I gotta say,
or at least for Americans. I mean, fall, turkey time,
turkey time, I trust.
candy, Halloween.
Football,
Yeah.
gotta say, I agree with you there, Tim. One of
Only
the better
flaw,
seasons.
only really flaw is that it's it's cold, but not too cold to the point where depending on some days, as that's another save pick up by Gomez. You know,
But what I
it's
do
cold.
like about the season, Tim, is that there's no mosquitoes.
Ooh,
It's too cold for them.
yeah. You're not a speedo guy, Mr. Carell?
I'm not a mosquito guy. I don't find their purpose.
Wow. Moving it back away for Gomez to ensure that they both reposition themselves.
Kicking it a
Morales
little
gonna go for
too
the chase
far.
down.
And Jace gets that chase down.
Chase down Chase, they probably call him in Westerly.
Tim, tomorrow's the first day of the Cranston East marching band performing.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Alright, can you please stop doing that? God.
Cranston East with a chance right here. Going for their second.
Yeah, can they succeed though? Header by Westerly might put them in an awkward position. Going the other way. And got before number 20 Prince Sheriff can catch it, the fullback. Shaw intercepts. Pass over middle. Sheriff. Couldn't fly. Goalkeeper escapes the ball.
Tim, I don't know about you, but I think senior Prince Sheriff deserves to be on the Guangdong Tigers after that play.
Well, hopefully he doesn't listen to this broadcast. Wang Nakon kicks one high. Deep kick.
Little
Inaccurate.
Too deep. Cranston East ball.
Can Westerly rake it in to try and tie it up 1-1 with under 7.5 to go? Here's a toss in from East. Mariscal gets the pass. Wesley trying to advance, and
Braden Shaw with the steal.
Vince Gravasini handled it, and that'll be another deep one, and too far for Mariscal to get a try on it. Nadareno, just a beaut. And a couple of duds on the bleachers.
And he missed. Pretty close to the box.
Hopefully didn't hit the guy in red, Mr. Mustafa Ndoye.
Tafa Ndoye giving a dirty eye to Tim Yeen.
And Gomez picks it up in time again. Will slide it over. Vognacone.
Open
deep
lane.
pass. Mariscal in the area.
Some interesting calls from the crowd.
Calls of affection. Morales trying to fight for it. Nadareno, deep one.
Sends it deep enough that Cranston East can't work off that.
As we reach the 5-minute mark, reminder at 2 minutes it is the ref's call on the field on whether to end the game whenever, or at least a half. But maybe they can sneak a goal in before the 2-minute warning. And that one's to the left. Brady Smith once again trying to secure it.
That's Brady Smith's second shot on goal. And it went left for the second time.
Almost had the goal right there. Gomez had an assist in the draw versus Smithfield. Interesting one. Something you don't usually see on the stat charts of goalies, but Mariscal, can he sneak in the goal?
And
no, ball free! And diving just in time, the junior picks it up.
Westerly playing some incredible defense right there, just getting right in front of that ball right before Mariscal could do anything with it.
Header moving the other way. Right out of bounds. Looked like Connor McDonough with the speed there, kind of. Remember last season, he was one of the more speedier guys, at least with the ball. Here's a toss in, Nadareno. Off to the wrong guy.
Cranston East just getting closer to the net, hoping to work off something right here to give them an even bigger lead at the half.
Nadareno to the middle. Vognacone closest to it, but we have an injury on Westerly.
Oh, there's the first one, Tim. Against that Tiverton team.
Down is number 3, Vince Gervasini.
Seems like it was just a pain. Vognacone getting a yellow card.
Gonna be the first card we saw call.
Being a little too physical there, Wagner Cohn.
2:49 to go. As we resume play here in Cranston Stadium, it's 1-0 Cranston East over Westerly right now. Tim Mean, John Caroa, Tafa and Dwyer, your crew for tonight. Westerly try goes for the middle, they get tripped up again.
Westerly having trouble to find the opening.
Yeah, O'Keefe, pass back, now advancing again. Deep kick. Too slow. Gomez sees it in time, gets it in time.
Gomez moving his offense.
And he does boot that thing way deep, and what would have went towards Mariscal. Another 2 minutes to go in play. We'll let the clock continue to run, but of course the referees make the call on whether or not the half ends.
Sathia Vibble fouls Westerly player.
Make sure you stick with us for a potential halftime show. Maybe me and Charlie Adams gets on the mic for a little bit. Previews Central versus Cranston East. Here's a toss in from Westerly over to the middle, but Nadareno gets it first. O'Keefe kicking it the wrong way. And high ball and
Hits the other side of the net, giving me a mini heart attack right there.
yeah,
Tim.
same. I was looking, I was like, what the heck is happening? But it looks like it's in the right way if you're Cranston East, the wrong way if you're Westerly.
Tim, I'm glad that there's no illegal drone flying happening over the stadium today.
Yeah, thank goodness. Happened in field hockey yesterday. And high kick. And crowd wants a penalty. Will they get one though? Will East get one?
Seems unlikely since the call hasn't already been made. Mariscal seeming a little hurt by that one.
You're pulling up one of his shoulders. It looks like a type of leg injury.
Most likely it was a turf burn. Those happen often when you hit the ground that hard with no padding.
Deep kick. And those are the two whistles to end the half.
1-0.
Bolts up 1-0 here at half. We'll be back in a couple for a potential halftime. halftime break here at Cranston Stadium, and we are here with a future analyst for the Fans Only Sports Network starting tomorrow. Tim Yeen on play-by-play. Jazz Adams making his broadcasting debut for football. East versus Central at 3 p.m. Jazz, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Watching some Cranston East soccer. It's been a good game so far. Kind of flipping the script on what happened last time out against Tiverton.
Mm-hmm.
Lost that 1-0. Up 1-0 here.
Yeah.
Good day to write an article, unlike yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday.
Yeah, good thing you didn't play 2K for this one, Chaz. Well, maybe one you might be talking about tomorrow, East versus Central. Obviously, Central, you already know the big deal, D1 team, one of the biggest high schools in the state, and a major threat for Cranston East, who, let's just say, it's best not to say anything about it.
Cranston East and Central is a big threat to knock them off of their winning ways. I'm sure a lot of Cranston East players, coaches are worried that Cranston East might fall to Central this weekend. It's a good game, hopefully, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, Adrian Foreman, one of the top players, arguably the top player on Cranston East. How much of a factor do you think he'll play tomorrow?
Ace, Adrian Foreman, he's looking good this season, but the offensive line in front of him against the defensive line of Central, I don't know if he's going to get much protection and much gaps to work with this game, so it's going to be a tough one for him to get open field.
Well, if it's going to be a tough one for Adrian Foreman, let's transition to the defense. How must they do against Central in order to potentially come out with a victory?
Central, they lost a lot of big players. A lot of Armis, for one. They lost Showtime Denson. I don't know his real name, but
Justin Denson, I believe.
Yeah, got offers to almost every D1 school, including Alabama. Big time attention for him. So they lost some key players, but that offense is still lethal, and the Cranston East defense is going to need to show more than they have in their previous matchups if they want to keep this one within striking distance.
Again, Cranston East versus Central at Cranston Stadium, 3 p.m. tomorrow, only on the Fans Only Sports Network. We cover this topic and more on the new Thunderbolt Sports Talk podcast just released today, this Friday, releasing every Friday for the next Fridays of the first semester. And, it's a hoot. Make sure you guys listen to it wherever you listen and catch your podcast. That is your halftime show. Charlie, you want to say any final words? Yeah, but bam! We'll be back. We are quickly back here for second half action here on the Fans Only Sports Network. It is 1-0 Cranston East winning right now after a Brandon Natareno goal midway through the first half. Tim Mean, John Corolla. John, what have been your observations?
Westerly playing a very physical game, especially number 10, Thomas Sir Luca, and also number 6, Brady Smith, jumping at every ball, playing really physical. However, Cranston East was the one to happen to get the yellow card.
And now here's Westerly to begin the second half. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's it.
Christian Gomez just killing that play right there. Ready to send it seemingly close by because he's not yelling his team to go far.
Apologies, everyone. Trying to catch my breath. Got a minute pass. A minute between real and game clock. I mean, real clock and our clock.
They seem to have ended the halftime break 4 minutes early.
Yeah, I thought we had a little bit more time.
Yeah, seemingly they didn't think they needed that.
I blame history teacher Mr. Sparks. Deep kick. That's the midfield. Vognicone. Ooh, slipping away. Back to Vognicone after the pass by Mariscal.
Some great passing right there, Tim.
And now moving the other way. And Cranston East catches up in time and it'll go out of bounds at the corner. 37:43 left to go in play. You've got Brandon Natareno to toss it in. Header, Mariscal. And two players tumbling, one from East, one from Westerly.
Christian Gomez looking to send it midfield.
He's got a boot of a leg, as statistician Evan Morrell would say. And he boots one. Westerly advancing forward, but maybe a little bit too much mustard. Trying to go for the chase down, number 9, Robert Wade, senior midfielder.
Sending it back to midfield.
High kick. And we can confirm the goalkeeper is Chase Wycall for Westerly.
Makes sense due to his seniority on the team.
Yeah.
Being
Seniority
junior.
as a junior. Again, your crew for tonight, Tim Mean on play-by-play, John Carrora on analyst duty and Tafa and Doye on the request of Elijah on camera. Low kick. And out of bounds.
Cranston is just applying pressure to kill the time. You don't need a billion goals to win the game. You just need one.
Yeah, maybe some 5-2 versus Tollgate, leave an outlier. But soccer, just ball control. That's a deep kick, but too high.
Almost makes it into the field hockey goal.
Played field hockey yesterday, a 2-1 loss for the Cranston Co-op against Rocky Hill. Couldn't come back in the fourth quarter.
That second goal was also a little last minute as well.
Speeding away is Westerly. Maybe a little bit too much rev on that gas.
Corner kick for Westerly. Hoping.
You have an injury timeout though. Oh, player down, but Andrew Albamonte fell down.
There seems to be some physicality right there.
Of course, in high school sports, it's best not to try and get the best of that physicality. Corner try, Westerly, curving, header,
And it's good.
Oh, just outside. What are they going to call it? They're not going to put a goal on the scoreboard just yet. It looked like the ball hit the outside.
No goal.
And perhaps a lucky break as another corner try comes in for the Bulldogs. Can they cash in the second time? His second time a charm. Header. And that'll clear the ball away. Lots of pressure passing from Westerly, but he's playing strong defense. Clear away by Nadareno. And of course, you have to play wind into that factor, as our meteorologist, Mr. Sparks, told us about the windy conditions here at Cranston Stadium. Now moving towards the sideline, getting a pass in. Might be an open try at a goal, but play is stopped, as it's going to be an offsides call.
Marskull just getting around that, being able to pass. Great plays there.
Here is Mariscal. Now to the sideline, hugging it, trying to keep it inbounds. Player tripping up by Westerly. And some, I wouldn't say yapping, but some banter coming on from some parts of the bleachers.
I think they might have majored in yapology.
Just as I know the person behind me, Alan Chen, has. 20 Alan Chen yapping Boulevard. Header from Westerly.
Going down the line, but it's out.
About to hit the 30-minute mark. We are at 30:47 to go.
Gabe Leon with some great handles right there.
Leon keeping it inbounds.
Give Westerly players a map because they can't control him.
Leon trying to make something happen before the ball finally goes out of bounds inside the corner. Under 13 and a half to go.
Gabe Leone having that Westerly team on roller skates.
And here tries a corner, kicking it. Brandon Nadareno had the goal in the first half. Can he make the assist in the second? It's a low kick off the hands of the goalkeeper. White call, but lunges on in the last second and makes a recovery.
Cranston East almost scoring their second right there.
TSM lead writer Charlie Adams watching some Eric Rube.
Jaden Falcone's injured and not playing in the First Division One.
Ooh, big news. Jaden Falcone, quarterback for the Hendricken Hawks, injured. We'll see if he recovers. Hopefully he recovers well. Praying for him. Back here at Cranston Stadium, Nadareno to Leone. Leone, crowd trying to hype it up. And Vognicone trips up off the leg of Luigi Marcione.
Some great dribbling there from Max
Max Cantron.
No, not Max Cantron.
Max Dinsoch?
Elijah, my fault.
Elijah Mano. I don't know how
Yeah.
you be that obliviously wrong, but okay, John.
Yes. My fault.
Nadareno. Curve! In possession for it. White call again, making a save, keeping the Bulldogs in position to try and tie it up. A deep kick from him. Held inside the 30. Another header. Or at least try to one. Sophia Vibble. Westerly gets it back. Can they have their first? They're rushing down the field. And they get tripped up. And they'll clear it out. One man is Curtis Horace for Cranston East. Header by Westerly. Bulldogs have it back. Going the other way. Nadareno playing up there before getting the pass off by Westerly once again. Gomez slows down the ball.
Nadareno right there, forcing them to kick that. Not really giving them any options, just putting a ton of pressure for them to mess up.
Here is a deep kick. Under 27 minutes to go. A battle at midfield in East Territory. Possession given to the Bulldogs.
Foul by Gabe Leone, I believe.
You know idea, John? You gotta bring in like a pack of water bottles in here. I mean, just like a Poland Spring would immensely help with broadcasting.
Yeah, some water to alleviate the strain in our eyes trying to look at these numbers from a mile away, it feels like.
Thomas O'Keefe to kick it from the sideline. Try in position. Kick towards the middle. A little bit to the left side. And Bolts clear it out. Nadareno puts it away.
Crowd seems to be cheering today.
Yeah, a little bit hyper. Trying to prepare themselves maybe for the game against Central at 3 p.m. again on the Fans Only Sports Network. Another clear out by the Bolts. Horace at the middle. Lost control. Can he get it back? No. Westerly intercepts. Morales tried to get it. Trips up a little. Pass over. Westerly gets it back. Mariscal trying to get a pass. Westerly clearing it out. Directly headed towards Marvin Lazo as he heads it out. First opportunity here since a while. Defense being played tough by Cranston East. Westerly still has it inside East territory. Sliding kick.
And it's good. Sophia Vibble really stopping that play right there.
As we have another Westerly player down. 23:53 to go.
They said no yellow. Or no call on a foul right there. They said it's clean. Just happens to be an injury. Unfortunate about the sport.
And I believe this is turf field for Cranston Stadium. So, not too sure yet. Trying not to confirm that. We'll take a timeout. quick at Cranston Stadium. Player from Westerly still down after taking a slide tackle. Obviously, it's a very serious situation. The ambulances are coming right now. Game has been paused right now. No clue on whether it'll be postponed or whether they will continue play. We'll provide you with more updates here on Family Sports Network. We're going to go back to a timeout. And we're back, everybody. Welcome back to Cranston Stadium. An injury update. After the slide tackle, really serious. Took a couple of minutes to recover.
Major ankle injury right there, Tim.
Yeah. Hoping the best for the Westerly player.
Guessing off of similar ankle injuries, Tim, I'd say he's probably out for the season.
Yeah. I mean, best not to make any judgments or predictions on that, John. But best we can do is just pray for him. You know.
However, Tim, that is the best case scenario. Ankles take a long time to recover.
The question is that will the injury will will the game be continued?
You know, it didn't seem that didn't seem that serious at the time, Tim, until you realize that
What?
injuries like that happen in a fraction of a second.
Yeah, and looks like they'll try and continue the game, but much to the lingering thought of that injury.
Ankle injuries are very, very bad, Tim. We saw them wrapping him up. Ankles, bro. They're one of the most important things for any type of player. Even walking in general is just really dependent on the ankle. Sad to see that happen. Hopefully he's not out for the rest of the season, but that's also one of the best case scenarios.
Game will continue with 23 minutes on the clock, 23 and 3/4 to be exact. East in possession.
Tim, an injury like this really affects the game, especially for the teammates. It's hard
Mm.
to focus on how your teammate is going to be doing.
As we see some players trip up.
Tim, this reminds me of the first game of Cranston East volleyball when Jethro got hurt. Most definitely there's a lot going on in the minds of those Westerly players. Most likely clouded thoughts.
Horace trying to battle for it, but it's a toss-up between him and O'Keefe. Pass. Kick from
Shaw seeming a little hurt.
kick by Gomez.
Deep.
Deep header met by Westerly. And that one will go out of bounds.
Seems like the Cranston East crowd is not the least bit concerned about the well-being of the Westerly player.
Keep talking. Keep talking until I fix that.
Okay. Christian Gomez. Gonna kick it to midfield right here. Kicks it right to midfield. To Heber.
Now Westerly trying to get it back. But Cranston East with another one. Morales.
Another fallen player on Westerly's side. Getting back up. Westerly kicking it in. Free kick, actually. Go for it.
That is a high kick. It'll go out. Some heckling going on in the bleachers once again.
Those types of calls will certainly not fly in a East gym. When you make those types of calls, the ref gets mad. However, the refs don't really care about these calls in these types of sports. Going for another slide tackle.
All right, John Crow will keep you updated on the broadcasting. We try to fix the sound situation right now.
Westerly again, barely missing. Christian Gomez punting it back into play.
I'll pull out the audio mixer stuff.
Sending it right to midfield. Westerly applying pressure. Ball rolls out. Cranston needs ball. Nadareno. Nadareno going to throw it in. But it's having some words with the ref right now. Westerly ball. I believe a hand touch, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's muted.
Header by Nadareno.
It's over here.
Westerly kicking it hard right over the goal. Christian Gomez jumping up to hopefully block that, but luckily it flew over the goal.
It's me and a color commentator. They're doing the commentary right now.
I may be silent, but I will be continue talking.
I'll try and get someone to listen into this right now.
Gabe Leon.
John.
Oh, okay. Christian Gomez with the save. Here we see another call. Seems like Christian Gomez is going to kick it again. However, there may have been a foul on the play. I'm not entirely sure yet.
That's my color commentator. That's my broadcasting right now. They might be. I think that might be the problem.
Okay, we're back on. Christian Gomez rolling it in. Right to Elijah.
I'm just calling you right now because
Passing to Braden Shaw, senior captain.
I'm part of the. Alright, gotcha. Thank you, bro.
Here we go, Morales with the ball. Going to Heber with Vognicone, passing it right to Prince.
Yeah, sorry, everyone, I'm back.
Tim Yin re-enters the call.
Yeah, just a couple of audio issues. Alan. Check right now.
Prince with a header.
Yeah, and tripping up is Westerly again, and whistle immediately blown. 15 and a half to go in the half before regulation time is over.
Seems to be a free kick right here.
Big opportunity for Westerly right now. trying to score their first. Kind of what Cranston used to face in that dilemma versus Tiverton, except, they scored there. Or at least Tiverton scored. At least in the final 2 minutes.
Hopefully Christian Gomez gets this save.
Big play right here. 4 on the ball. And deflected!
Hits that wall right there. Although Cranston East may be small, we can time our wall jumps.
Yes, sir, John. Especially for a short king like yourself.
Yes, sir. 5'4" and a 40-inch bounce coming soon.
Yep. I can't say the phrase, but you definitely know. $14:28 as we get the clock back into normal function. Bolts trying to clear it out. They do. They hit it out of bounds, or at least keep it somewhere in. Horace slips
dribbling. Nadareno playing some solid defense right there. We've seen that throughout this entire high school season. Some great defense from the Bolts.
Bulldogs.
.30 on the clock. Current score 1-0. Bulldogs trying to find any way to even the score. Cranston East not letting that happen throughout the game, just playing some solid defense while also applying some pressure.
Here's Gomez to kick it away, the goalkeeper. He will get it past. Westerly rushing in to attack again, but they get taken away. Braden Shaw comes up, kicks it out of bounds.
Christian Gomez directing his offense, telling them to go deep.
Deep kick. High and couldn't get the header to try and guide it in.
But they keep it inbounds. Westerly kicking it midfield. Header by Nadareno.
And an offsides call. However, we got a bolt down.
Elijah Jr. gets back up on his feet. Luckily, no serious injury there.
Here is Gomez from away from his net. And that's a beauty of a kick right there. O'Keefe pass. Another pass from Marchione. And out of bounds.
Westerly still playing at a high level, even though their teammate went down. Most of the time, you often see teams play much worse due to their worry for their teammate, but seemingly Westerly's just going at it. Their objective is to win the game.
Clock stopped, but continues quickly. And here's Horace. Green to run. One man to beat, trying to stay in front of him. Can he get a shot on goal?
And saved. Great save by junior goalie Chase Wycall.
Wycall has made a bunch of saves, but just let one through. That might be the differing factor as we reach the 10-minute mark. And a tough situation for the Bulldogs. As it's now under 10 minutes. What do they have to do in terms of offense and defense, John?
They just need to apply pressure right now. It's crunch time, so they better try the best they can right here. Defensively, they can't let anything go through right now, or else it'll be game over.
Time. Really bad time right now if the Bolts were to score another goal on Westerly. 9.5 minutes to go. Deep kick. Worth being pushed around a little bit. And Gomez slides to make it.
Cranston is letting Gomez take that one so they can reset. Killing some time off the clock.
He just has to take a sweet time with it right now. Low hanging. Morales. Back to O'Keefe from Westerly. Leon makes the steal.
Great dribbling right there, but stolen.
Yeah, stolen once again by Albamonte. Slide kick. Ball goes out of bounds in Cranston East territory. They'll give it back to Westerly.
What's great about getting a goal early on in the game is that not only does it alleviate stress, but you can also play the long game, such as Cranston East has been doing this entire time. Just letting them stay at one goal, not trying to go for another realistically. Just stalling for time as they do right now. Killing the clock.
Might be a chance for a goal. Gonna try and fire away. And Gomez! Amazing. What a mess, but Christian Gomez dives for the save.
Some great hustle right there, Tim.
Immaculate play from the senior. He'll punt it away again. And out of bounds.
Seven minutes on the clock, Tim.
You're right indeed, John. And now, that's 3 minutes less than what we asked about Westerly needing to be more aggressive during crunch time.
And it seems like they haven't been able to produce anything as of yet.
They did have that one shot attempt, but foiled by the likes of Christian Gomez.
That's what I mean, Tim. When I tell you Christian Gomez has been a major part of the success of Cranston East this season so far.
Ice it.
Senior Vagnacone.
Vagnacone trying to keep it in play.
Makes Westerly trip.
Out of bounds, but they get it back. 6.5 to go. And out of bounds once again.
As long as Cranston East can kill the time, they can take this one home. That would be huge for this team, Tim, as this team is very well-rounded with their age grades. Recently, they've been playing around freshmen and other young teams. This one is more of a senior team. Can most definitely give Cranston East that mental boost and confidence for the rest of the season.
Westerly Green to pass it around, trying to create something. Pass on the left side by Albamonte.
Cranston East just trying to kill time. Kicking it down to midfield, making them run for it. Their goalie seems to be scared to pass it deep, always passing it to the closest man.
That's gonna be another deep kick.
Cranston East just forcing them to run around for this ball. Not trying to score now, just trying to play some defense and kill time.
Vibble clears it. Wait, no. At the middle, Westerly kicks.
And it's far left. Goes out of bounds. Christian Gomez most likely going to kick it deep, or most definitely going to kick it deep from that distance.
Leon.
Cranston is just killing time right now. That's the best thing that they can do. Going for a goal could be too risky, as if Westerly actually decides to go for the goal, they will have no defense there. Giving it to Christian Gomez. No call. However, it did seem that Christian Gomez was pushed down by Thomas Serluca.
Gomez doesn't look too well. Trying to get back up, but seemingly healthy. He'll kick it away. Kick.
Their goalie afraid of passing it anywhere past 50 yards. We're nearing the 2-minute mark where the goalies, where actually the refs keep track of time now. It's currently 2 minutes with 30 seconds remaining.
.228 to go in play.
Free kick for Westerly right at the 2-minute mark.
Kick off. Westerly cleared.
Out of bounds for
And
Westerly.
out of bounds, Leon. Blanketing defense.
There seems to be a head-to-head clash right there. Prince Sheriff hitting the head, but back up again. Curtis Horace blocking the ball to make sure Westerly does not get any play off of that.
And out of bounds again.
Cranston, he's playing some solid defense here, killing the time. Game almost over, just waiting for that call from the ref. Refs actively looking at time.
And that one will go out of bounds. Again, referee on the call for when the game will end.
Ball for Cranston East. They're able to kill even more time right here. Just playing a real slow game. Christian Gomez most likely going to kick it deep just to stall for some extra time.
And he does.
Kicks it right to Wagner Cohn, who has nobody on him. Westerly attempting another rushing play right here, as they know that time is approaching to the end. Going right down the line. Cranston East with a steal.
Deep kick. Secured by Gomez, and that might be it once the referee blows his whistle. And
Westerly
gonna
letting
get
it
in.
roll out.
And
And
that
that's
is the
game.
whistle. Bolts win their second of the season, advancing to 2-1-1 with a 1-0 win versus Westerly. Thank you guys for watching on the Family Sports Network. 1-0 as we see Tafa and Doya Camera doing a valiant job tonight. Jameen, John Karoa. Again, final score 1-0. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. East versus West, East versus Central in football on the Family Sports Network. Have a great night, everyone.